Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here and welcome back to some more FIFA 17. Now if you've not seen the last episode, right at the end we made a massive £60 million offer for Pablo Dybala, which has been accepted. We've offered him a contract and hopefully in this episode we will be able to complete that transfer. But first of all, we look like we've got an FA Cup game here against Exeter. Is that correct? It is correct. Oh my god, he's accepted. He has accepted. Dybala has accepted a 5-year deal, 60 million quid for an 86 rated player who I believe, potential-wise, is all the way up in the early 90s. So I've got a bit of a cold still, and we have signed him. Wow, big transfer! I cannot believe we've just done that. That was literally just off the cuff. I didn't plan on that last time. There he is. Dybala is in. He is in. He's in. He's in. So that's good for us because, of course, we do have an injury to Ibra for the rest of the season. So bringing in a player the quality of Dybala is really going to help us out. Who's going to have to drop off the bench? So that's the question. It's going to end up being Cancelo, I think. Pogba. Right, so we're going to have to set our team up now for this game against Exeter, aren't we? So this should be an easy game, in fairness. So we'll play a few of our younger players, I think, but not too many of them. I don't want to end up getting caught out. So the Font can go in goal because he's decent still. Reece Oxford can play alongside Hernandez. Yep. We're going to play Bell at right midfield. Up front, we're going to keep Rashford because he's now obviously our first choice midfielder. Who else do we have? That's the question. And we've got Lottin. Lottin can play left midfield. He hasn't played for a while. And he's pretty good, isn't he? Murphy's actually not fit from the last game. So we're going to have to drop Murphy for Brito. Bring in Jackson for Dahoud. And somebody else for Fosu Mensah. Do we have another one? Another youngster can play in place of Fosu Mensah. Not really, no. Bunwell can come in at right back. That's not a problem. If Fosu Mensah is who we're going to play, then we'll play Fosu Mensah. I've got no issues with that. I just thought we had another midfielder for some reason. White, I don't think is very good, and then is Murray and Kovalenko. We could let's just keep Murphy in there. Let's keep Murphy in there. Now it's not the strongest team we've ever put out by any stretch of the imagination, is it? But it's a team that I think can definitely beat Exeter. No reason why not. And I really want to see Dybala play, but that's going to have to be our next game, I think. So there we go. Let's keep those changes, and hopefully this should be a walk in the park against Exeter now. I say we've got some good players on the bench just in case we need to bring them on anyway. But hopefully that won't be the case. So let's go straight into the game against Exeter and see if we can get into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Mbappe Lottin, Grimaldo. Good ball into the middle once again. Rashford heads it home after 4 minutes. It was such a good goal. It's flattened the battery on my controller. And we do lead pretty early on. And it's two, of course, of our better players linking up. Grimaldo and Rashford. Amazing how many headers Rashford actually scores, isn't it, really? But there you go. 1-0 straight away. Don't get me wrong, I was a little bit worried about playing some of these younger players today because we have been caught out in the past a few times. And I want to make sure that the team we did play was going to be good enough. And Rashford there proving that he is good enough. As well as Grimaldo. So 5 minutes in, we are 1-0 up. Let's see if we can continue on with this good vein of form. Blocking that twice. Getting the ball out to Bell, who's been absolutely everywhere, Bell, so far. Brito into Rashford. Murphy. Murphy shots. Good save and a big kick straight out. Only as far as Bunwell. Murphy into the path of Brito. Comes out to Lottin. Jackson out of it, and Murphy's ball wide now to Sam Bell, who again is just everywhere at the moment. Sam Bell. Finding Lottin on the left-hand side. Cheeky ball in. Sam Bell is there again, but he can't quite get the goal. Hernandez now into the path of Lottin. Lottin to Murphy. Murphy sees a great ball out wide to Marcus Rashford. Rashford into Brito, and finally there it is. Brito gets his goal. It's been coming for quite some time, and he does finally get it. What a cracker. Rashford, you can see he's the best player on the pitch by a mile, and he played it straight into Brito, and it wasn't too difficult for him to get what he needed. And there we go, 2-0. Of course he's after a second. Everyone's after a second. And there we go, 2-0. Sorry, I was drinking me drink there. Like I said, I've got a bit of a cold on the go, so I'm drinking myself some hot lemon and green tea. And either way, it's not affecting me too much gameplay-wise, is it? 2-0 victory. In fairness, we had a lot more dominance in the match. I'll probably put a few of the little highlights in there anyway. As you can see, 17 shots, 11 on target, only won 2-0. These guys struggled, to be honest, to get the goals, but still, they're very, very well. We look at who played well. Brito, of course, 8.4. Bell is bloody amazing. He's only about sort of 58 rated at the moment, but he is so good at just getting around the pitch. He's got a lot of pace, he's got a lot of movement, he just seems to be everywhere. So I'm really liking him. And one big thing I'm looking forward to now is that it's going to get to the end of the month. Hopefully, I'll see if there's any big movements in the... Oh, Chelsea are out, that's good. Wolves and Spurs ended 1-1. Palace knocked out Watford. But Chelsea being out's good. So we can do some training now as well. We'll do a bit of that. I like Sam Bell, I do. There we go. Look at that. Look at him there. Look at him there. Right, one thing I wanted to look at was there was a couple of players I brought up. Now White is showing with the promising player next to him. What about the left back? He's shown with it as well. So he's probably going to be half decent, the young left back, but just not good enough for us, I don't think. That's the problem. Right, so players you want to improve. Brito was, again, very, very good. So we're going to give him a bit of a boost. We know he's going to be good. And who else do you want to give a boost to? I'm thinking... Bell, I think, should get a bit because he'd had a very, very good game. Let's give him a bit of a boost as well. I'm going to try and boost a few players rather than just concentrate everything on one. I will probably try and give Jackson a bit more because we know that Jackson is going to be very good. Stats-wise, we've shown that he's going to be very good. I think he's like an 82 to 94. I can't remember what it was now. I'll have to try and find out where I left it. We've got 5 goalkeepers now. Naguero is going to be a good player, I think, but it's going to take him a few years to get up to the quality we're looking for. Murphy's looked very good, so we'll give him a bit of beat your man as well. Why not? We've got one more space. Let's give Jackson another go. I think we'll give Jackson doubles because we know Jackson is going to be at least mid-80s and higher. So let's simulate all of those. Hopefully we're going to get some good results and see some big movements hopefully as well. So Brito does make it up to a 59 rated, which is good. Jackson goes up a bit as well, but not a major amount, but Brito up to 59, so he's gone up. Have to get his first goal for the first team as well. So let's whiz forward a couple of days. End of the transfer window is coming, and we've got a game against Hull coming up. We might actually have to play Dybala in that one. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So I'm still drinking away. There we go. So let's have a look at the office first because we've got some stuff happened. Got a transfer offer for Grimaldo from PSG. I'm going to say no to that at the moment. Because we don't really have anyone else there. And there's not a lot of good left-backs around. So we'll have to be sticking with that for now. 90k for winning the FA Cup. And a match has been rescheduled. Which is fine. So let's whiz forward a bit. I just want to get our youth team update, to tell the truth. Let's continue on. Money being spent around the world. 43 million on deadline day. We've had a transfer offer from Spurs for Rashford, which will be rejected. Not getting many loan offers so far. I thought we might get some loan offers for some of our younger players, but nothing as yet. Which is a shame, because I would like to see some of them younger players get a chance. few more million spent. As we're down to our final 6 hours. So we do have some news. Chris Smalling offer. That's interesting, that is. That's interesting. I'm going to reject it for now. But maybe another year or so I might actually accept that. Doesn't seem that anyone wants to buy the players that we want to get rid of. That's the problem. So still we are the biggest transfer in January so far with Dybala for 60 million. Another big deal's just gone through though by the looks of it. Not quite sure who spent that. Crystal Palace has spent 9 million. Wow, loads of money just went through. Who was that? Lukaku has gone to Juventus to replace... Wow, Lukaku gone to Juventus to replace... obviously, the player we brought, I forgot his name, Dybala. We're going to reject that because we want to keep him in as he's one of our future stars. Let's continue forward. Another big transfer gone through by looks of it. 180 million spent on deadline day, the January window. That's incredible. 1 hour left. Deadline day has ended. So no big outs for us. We got a few players out. Nothing amazing though. Let's have a look at our... There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Youth Academy. Deadline day has ended. 180 million. Let's have a look at our Youth Academy update then. This is the big one. That's what I've been looking forward to. So, Cathal O'Leary, 75 to 93, central midfielder. Excellent. Eamon O'Carroll, 74 to 92. Max Hill, 73 to 94. Patrick Murphy. Wow, Patrick Murphy. 85 to 94. Yes. We have just brought through another Marcus Rashford by the looks of it. Technically gifted player. Oh, he's good, he's good, he's good. Moran, 75 to 89. Brennan, 74 to 88. Edna O'Connor, 78 to 94. Riley Campbell, unfortunately you are going to be on your way out. We don't want any of you. Mark O'Connor, 76 to 94. Cam. Shane McKeith, 82 to 94. Left midfielder. Dave Young, 65 to 85. You are gone. Seamus Barr, 82 to 92. Ben Fraser, 75 to 94. Helder Bastos, 84 to 90. Wow, we've got a good youth academy on the go now. Very, very good youth academy. I'll have some more players in there soon. That's the worry. But I'm happy with that. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the office. I'm going to try and release a few players we did want to get rid of that didn't want to go. Or a few of the younger players. Obviously, they did want to go. We just couldn't get rid of them. So let's go to overall ability. Boom. And let's go up to here. No, that's the wrong way around. There we go. We want to go downwards. That's what we want to do. So, we want to get rid of Fittori. And release. Goss. Release as well. Is that it, really? Murray and White we want to try and sell because we need that money for to complete our youth academy thingy. Brito, Naguera, Jackson, Pereira. I think that's it for now. Just those two is the two we want to get rid of, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So now we need to obviously change our squad up a bit because our squad is looking pretty weak from that FA Cup game. And of course, we're going to play an absolute amazing team here today. Dybala up front. Yes, you heard me correct. With Pogba. Asensio. De Gea. I'm going all out for this game. This game, we are going to hammer them. I'm sure we are. Mkhitaryan. Marshall. Yeah, we're going for it. We are going for it. Smalling. You can play as well. You can play for a few games. Luke Shaw at left back. There we go. Cancelo at right back. Our squad's looking a lot more streamlined now. Bench-wise, Lafont is correct. Rashford is correct. We want Martins on the bench. He's at 82 now, Martins. That's good. Naguera's at 61 as well. I think everyone's gone up a bit again. Depay on the bench. Attacking midfield, we want Kovalenko on the bench. We'll have a bit of Tielemans on the bench as well. I think that's probably the best bench we can have. Murphy comes off for Dahoud. There you are. Oxford needs to come out, of course, as well. I need left Oxford in then. And place for Jimenez. So De Gea, Shaw, Smalling, Jimenez, Cancelo, Pogba, Dahoud, Asensio, Marshall, Dybala, Mkhitaryan. My word, what a team that is. And that is going to hammer Hull, hopefully, as well. I'm happy with all this down here, actually. I might just... I know this sounds really stupid, but I'm actually going to move some of these players around to the right positions. I know it sounds really sad. I don't know why. I just have a real yearning to do it. So CDM. Oh, but Semedo's right back. He needs to go here and here. I apologise. I don't know why. I just felt like the need to do this all of a sudden. I just want to... It gives me a better idea of how the team is looking as well, I think. By knowing exactly what we do have, I think it's just going to help us out a bit. So we now have in the reserves a 1 goalkeeper, 2 centre-backs, 2 right-backs, 2 left-backs, 2 CDMs, 2 CMs, 3 cams, 1 right midfielder, 1 left winger and 1 striker. And of course we've got the guys on the bench as well. I'm happy with that. It just makes it a bit easier when we look at our team a bit later on. So we've got this game against Hull now in the league. How are we looking league-wise? We are 2 points off the top of the table. Leicester have been faltering. 2 points off. We are 1 point ahead of Man City, but Man City do have a game in hand. But we are 4 points away from 4th place and 5 points away from that 5th place. So we're pretty much secure in our Champions League spot at the moment. But we are getting close to being able to take that top spot. And I think Dybala transfer could just be the little thing that pushes us over the top. So let's get into this game and show you Dybala's debut hat-trick, hopefully. Oh, I think we're going haywire there. Well, he's gone and hit it wide. Dahoud into Asensio. Lovely ball to Mkhitaryan at the back stick. It's not a great shot. It's not a great save either by Marshall. Looks like it's gone out for a corner. Asensio plays a quite narrow ball in. Dybala with a header. Puts it just wide. Mkhitaryan. Back by Asensio to Dahoud. Now Pogba. Great little ball out wide to Luke Shaw. Ball into the box. Dybala! Went for glory and it went high and wide. Cancelo now into Dybala. Sees Kovalenko. Oh, off the crossbar. Martins. Oh, and Marshall saves. The tackle and then straight the pitch. There you go, Shaw into Martins. Forward to Dybala. Now Dybala does have a lot of pace and he's showing that here. Dybala. Oh, he scored! The debutant £60 million player has just almost looks like he's going to get Man United the 3 points here. Just showing his a unique pace, trying to tie the Hull defenders up in circles, and that's an amazing goal considering that I really didn't help him out by taking that touch right out wide at the last second. But that was a great goal. Pablo Dybala, £60 million worth of 85 rated player, potential of 90 plus, only 23 years of age. This guy is really going to be an amazing signing for us. And there is his first goal in the Premier League. And he may have just got 3 points here against Hull in what would be a vital game as well. Considering the other teams around us are dropping points and gaining points, we need to try and stay on top of things. 1-0. Dybala heads it on to Livermore. And there we go, that is the final whistle. And it is a 1-0 victory. And it is Dybala's cracking goal, which has finally given us the win. And it was a single-handed goal, really. If you look at it that way, he got the goal from the from the corner kick and ran it the half the length of the pitch before walloping it in that top corner. But we did have other chances. We had a lot of other chances, but there we go. Let's have a look at the player ratings. So Dybala got an 8.7. He wasn't fantastic in this game, though, I must admit. But I think, again, like I said in previous videos, I think it takes a while sometimes for players to get the chemistry with the rest of the team. So that's probably the reason for that. And so let's advance on and see what's next. So Liverpool drew with Chelsea. Well, they're drawing 1-1 with 75 minutes on the clock, so that could change. Stoke beat Everton. It would have been nice for us if Everton had got that win, because Stoke are in the top 4. They're fishing around there. And that does put us top of the table, but Leicester have a game in hand and Man City have 2 games in hand. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So let's go through now. We want to stop simulation, don't we? Stop simulation, because we want to do some player development. That's what we want to do. See if we can develop any more of these players. Now we know that Murphy is going to be incredible, so I might start developing him soon. But Dybala is probably our main look at the moment. I want to go for a bit of Sam Bell, maybe do a bit of beat your man, because he was pretty good in that last game, wasn't he? We're going to go for a bit more Brito. He's looking good. He's getting close to a 60 now. That'd be good when he gets up to a 60 then. That'd be pretty good. And we're going to go for a bit more of a Jackson. What are we going to do with Jackson? We're going to do a bit of keep possession, I think, with Jackson. We'll max out Jackson because we know that Jackson's going to be pretty good, isn't he? So we might do some more Jackson. Plus, once we do get Jackson up to the top level, when we get up to around about a 70, I think Jackson, we'll leave him and we'll continue working other people instead. But when he gets up to a 70, then we can start using him periodically in a few games here and there. That'd be useful. So let's simulate all of those and see if we can get some good results. Oh, Brito got a very good result, and that's going to put him up almost to a 60. Almost Brito got up to a 60. Jackson did pretty well. I got 2 A's and a C. Very, very good. So he's getting closer to 64. Bell didn't do fantastically well, but he's getting there. Brito did really well, though, actually. I'm happy with that. What's happening in the office, then? We have 2 conversations. We want David De Gea says thank you for valuing his role, which is good. Eric Bailey wants to discuss wages, which I'm happy enough to do. I think Bailey is going to be one of the future players in our team. I believe he's got an incredible, whatchamacallit on this game. What's the word I'm thinking of? Potential, that's the word I'm thinking of on this game. So I think I want to continue holding on to him. So, is it an office? Where do we do contracts? I've forgotten. Was it squad? I think it might be in like sell players, is it? I don't know. Let's go to transfers. Oh, come on, go down, go down, go down. There we go. Ah, oh, God. Right. Sell players, is it in there? There's probably an easier way of finding it, but I just only go through here. Offer new contract, there we go. So he wants 120k. I want to have 2. I can't give him any more. I can only give him 1 more additional year. It's a bit annoying. Oh, I didn't. Ah, bugger. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I meant to change it, and instead I pressed the X and accepted what I've done. Okay, he'll come back and say no on that then. So let's whiz forward a bit further. We've got a game against Watford coming up in the league. And we've lost one of our scouted players to Shamrock Rovers. That's not very good. Match rescheduled from the 18th to the 19th of Feb. This will be TV stuff. And a game against Leicester has been moved from the 19th of Feb to the 1st of March. And we've got 90 grand from the FA Cup. Nice, I can deal with that. And advance forward 4 more days. Bailey's offers declined. That's great because I did that wrong. I'm sorry, Bailey. I'm thinking he might have just said he wants time to evaluate his place in the club now, but I'm hopefully going to fix that now. Bailey, right. Oh, I can't. Damn. Okay, we'll leave him for now then. Because I buggered it up, it's not letting me offer him a new contract. Okay. We'll do that another day when he's happy. He's still got another year left in his contract anyway. And let's go forward. And we'll play this game against Watford then as well. So, what's happened? So, Man City have had both their games in hand and they're now equal top with us. Wow. Stoke have had all their games in hand. Or Leicester haven't had their game in hand. So, Leicester, if they win their game in hand, will go back on top by 2 points. But it's really tight. Look at that. 4 teams, 1 point. But of course, Stoke have played 2 games more than Leicester. Both Man City and Man United have played 1 game more than Leicester. Squad-wise, should we keep the same team? I think I'm going to change one thing, and I'm going to drop Mkhitaryan for Martins, I think. You know what? I'm going to bring in Depay as well. And I'm going to keep Bailey by playing... I'll keep Bailey happy by playing Bailey as well. And I'm actually going to play... I'm going to change everything by the looks of it. I'm going to change everything. There we go. Let's keep those changes. Because Kovalenko and Martins, I think, were very, very good when they came on the other day. And it'd be a good chance for them to show exactly what they can do once again here. So let's get into this game against Watford. I think this will be our last match of the episode. And hopefully let's make it a good one. Cancelo, Dybala, Kovalenko. Into Martins. It's saved by Pantilimon. It is going to go up for a corner. Pogba's ball in. It's a deep one. Tielemans gets there at the back post. Martins shoots. Martins shoots again. Pogba steals the ball in the midfield. Pokes it through into Kovalenko. Sees the run of Memphis Depay. Memphis tries to cut it back. Pantilimon saves and oh, Dybala almost got the goal. But it was prodded clear by Prodal. Dybala taking the corner now. And Pantilimon saves. Out to Cancelo. Cancelo out to Mkhitaryan. Ball into the middle. Rashford. Oh, what a header. And what another save by Pantilimon. We're leaving this game quite late once again, like we did with the whole game, aren't we? If we are going to get the goal. Dybala, it's an out swinger. It's Pogba. It's Rashford now to Pogba. Dybala, no, don't shoot now. Don't shoot. There you go, there's Marshall. Back to Jimenez. Into Tielemans. And again, it's just too many people out there at the moment. Oh, Dini's broken through. And puts it wide. Good. Good. Oh, no! No! What am I doing? Oh, my God. I'm blaming the game on that one. I don't know what happened. I just look at the ball bounce around Bailey's feet. I was saying, what am I doing there? But in fairness, I was whacking buttons, but Bailey wasn't doing anything. That's just a complete defensive cock-up, that is. And we are 1-0 down here to Watford. This is not a good time. Not a good time to be 1-0 down. 89th minute. We may have just lost this one the last minute. Well, we've got a minute to get back into it. Let's try. Believe it. We've gone so well without losing a game, and now all of a sudden we're going to lose. And it's I am disappointed. I am disappointed. Trust me, right, to go out and buy a £60 million striker and score 1 goal in 2 games. That is not good, is it? Not good at all. And we have lost 1-0. Not the best time to lose 1-0. Ratings-wise. As you can see there in the second half, I decided to try dropping Dybala back into the cam role. And because he just seems to drop so deep, it's difficult because when you've only got 1 man up front, you need him to be very attacking. And Dybala was pretty deep at a lot of points in that game, so that's why I tried playing him at cam. Didn't really make much difference, telling the truth, but maybe with someone like Ibrahimovic up front, it may have done with a bit more time. But we'll have to play that one as we go along. But at the moment, of course, Dybala is going to be one of our main strikers. And if we can get him behind the defensive line, he has the power and he has the strength to really cause some problems for people. So let's continue on here with some more didgeridooing. Jackson, Brito. Brito is very, very close to getting that next mark, what we want him to get up to. Jackson, again, is pretty close to getting where we want him to go. Beat your man. Now let's do a bit of keep possession with you. Well, let's do a bit of Murphy work, because we know that Murphy's going to be bloody good, isn't he? Chance creation, let's do a bit of you. Let's go for this Murphy. We want to try and get all these players up to 70. Then once they're up to 70, we won't touch them anymore. We'll let them progress naturally through the game. Any wingers who want to boost up a little bit? Maybe? Bell? Let's give Bell a little boost, because we know he's going to be at least... He's going to be pretty good, isn't he? We know that, for definite. He's going to be at least, I think it was 80 to 90 years. So let's sim all of those as well. Come on, give us some good results. There we go. Burrito is up to a 60 rated. Nice. Murphy's getting closer and closer to that 65 mark. Everyone else went up a little bit, but not a massive amount. But at least got Burrito now up to a 60, which is good. So we'll whiz forward a few more days, see if anything happens. Scouting updates. That's what we want to see. Scouting updates. So let's do these now. So see if there's anyone else that we can bring into our youth academy. We're running low on space in youth academy, aren't we? So we need to be careful who we do take on. Sam Martin, you are rejected. 70 to 90. I'll leave you in there, but I'm not overly sure. 63 to 83. Nope. 51 to 69. Nope. 57 to 75. No. 66 to 88. I'm not going to take the risk. 54 to 72. No. 77 to 94. You are getting signed up, my friend. And you, I'm not going to take the risk on you either. You, I'm going to leave you in there for now. Because if you go 70 to, if you go 80 to 90 all of a sudden, I'll be happy. So we sign one more player. Let's have a look at Ireland then. 66 to 80, 68 to 88. Let's leave you in there. Let's get rid of you. I'll leave you in there for now because you're a goalkeeper. 55 to 75, you're definitely out. 53 to 73, you're definitely out. And 65 to 87, you're out. So I think I'm going to get rid of you as well, actually. No, actually, oh, he's the one that's gone. Okay. 66 to 90 we'll leave on there. And 70 to 94 we'll leave on there as well. And the last one, of course, is going to be Scotland, which should help us out national-wise. 66 to 84, no. 61 to 85, no. 63 to 87, no. 64 to 88, no. 72 to 94. Now that I'm interested in because he looks like he could be a right back. I think I might sign him up because he could be a defender. And we haven't got many defenders, so I'm going to sign him up. 59 to 81, nope. And 74 to 94. Again, could be a defender. And I'm going to sign him as well, as long as we've got the space. And we have. Okay. So let's have a quick look at our youth academy now. See what that's done to it. Let's change our view. You can't change the position either, can you? So we've got Catherall O'Leary, 75 to 93. Eamon O'Carroll, 74 to 92. Douglas Graham, 74 to 94. Alistair McDonald, right back. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 72 to 94 right back. That's exactly what we wanted. We've not got many good young fullbacks on this game, so that is very, very good. Max Hill, 73 to 94. Patrick Murphy, 85 to 94. Eamon Moran, 75 to 89. Pierce Brennan, 74 to 88. Edna O'Connor, 78 to 94. Mark O'Connor, 76 to 94. Shane McKeith, 82 to 94. Seamus Barr, 82 to 94. Ben Fraser, 75 to 94. Charlie Wilson, 77 to 94. And Helder Bastos, 84 to 90. So that's our current youth academy. It's looking pretty good. I think in the summer, we'll definitely bring quite a few more of those up into our squad, which I'll be very happy to do. Next episode, we're going to have both games against PSG in the Europa League. Of course, big games, because those are one of our important things to do this season, is to win the Europa League. How easy that's going to be, I don't know. And we'll do a bit of that. And I think that's about all I've got to tell you. Of course, as normal, if you have enjoyed this one, then please do hit the like button. It does help me out a lot. And of course, if you are new around here and you've enjoyed what you've seen, then please do hit the subscribe button as well. Also, there'll be a link to the playlist in the description below if you've missed any of the previous episodes. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon for some more FIFA 17.